First of all, what's good, everybody? How's everyone feeling? How's everyone doing? Welcome back to the Flexion Mind Network. You tapped in with your favorite Canadian reaction channel. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate y'all. I'm streaming a little early. Well, to be honest, this is usually my original streaming time, but boy, when I tell you I have not been getting sleep. And when I do fall asleep, I wake up late. And then when I wake up late, I can't start at the time I usually start at. Remember, guys, if you're gonna work security, don't do it, okay? Because you're gonna lose all your sleep. Let's make that clear. But yeah. First of all, how's everyone doing? Hope everyone's having a great Tuesday. Appreciate y'all for stopping by. I'm not gonna be here for too long. I do have some videos I do want to get through. I think I would like to be out of here by 6 p.m. because I gotta get moving. Got a little errand to run, so I gotta make sure I make that happen. Wait, are you serious? Oh my. Okay, hold on. I fumbled the bag. Give me a sec. I changed the title, but I did not change the picture. I have such a good thumbnail, by the way. Listen, my thumbnail making skills is next to nobody. I'm sorry. When it comes to me and making thumbnails, don't mess with me. Period. Because I'm not the one. You know what I'm saying? So let me go ahead and switch this thumbnail because I don't care about Charlemagne like that. Remember, I stopped watching The Breakfast Club, and I spent a good amount of time on this thumbnail, too. So let me go ahead and switch that. How dare you not do that to me? All right. All right, y'all should see the thumbnail in a sec. Boy, I did good with that one. Okay, so first, how's everyone feeling? How's everyone doing? I hope everybody's having a great day. What's good, Tiff? What's good, Tiny? What's good, neighbor? I see you. What's good, Shanice? How's everyone feeling? I see y'all. What's good, Cousin B, bro? What's popping, bro? What's the word? We vibing. You know? So. And yeah, he's not doing any of it either. All right. Schoolboy Q dropped. Really? God, I don't got a lot of time. Bro, they making it difficult for me. I don't got a lot of time like that if I'm going to be super honest. If I'm going to be super honest, I don't got time. Like, I got to get to the things that I already have set up. So, as much as I want to get to the music, I got to save that for another day. You know, we got to save that for the new series. I got to get some more recordings for some more songs, you know? But I do want to start with breaking news. Bro, why are we sending threatening texts? Why are we sending threatening texts knowing that you got law on the other side? I wanna understand that because I don't get it. I don't understand. Right now, the best thing for your image is not to move like that. That's the last thing you want. It don't look right, okay? That's the one thing. You know what? Let me save that for the video. That is not the video. That's one of the videos, though. This is the video. So, yeah, we're going to start with Chicks Move, and then we're going to start jumping around to other videos. I think I'm about to have, like, 3 videos I really want to watch. The Curtis King video that I have that he streamed today, that's if I have time. If I don't have time, no. You know? So, what's good, Josh? How you feeling? All right. I hope everyone's having a great day, a lovely day, afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are. Like I said, thank you for stopping by the Flexion Mind Network. I appreciate y'all for sure. Not going to be here for too long, but we're going to get to all the news today. Y'all know I like to keep it music. All this music is going on is a little crazy, but, you know, the landscape in the music industry right now is kind of shaky and it's looking real nasty, but you got to navigate, bro, because we're trying to move on to greener pastures right now, and as far as I see it, looks a little dim out there, you know? Anyway, let me hit this record button. Let's get started and lock in, because apparently we are sending threatening texts. First was the axe emoji under the comments. I mean, that's cool. That's cool, you know, a little light jab, but then we're going into text messages, and then we're saying, die. I mean, how do I put it? Because I know some people are a little iffy when it comes to certain words on YouTube. I don't know why. Everybody's soft. You know, screw it. Man said, die slower, bussy. Y'all know the correct wording, but die slower. Why? What's the reason? What's the purpose? I know y'all have beef, but I explained it yesterday when I saw the title. Because just off the title alone, I'm just like, all right, what are we doing, bro? But I'll save that for the video. Y'all know I like to talk. Trust me. I can start talking for 30 minutes and not watch the video. Believe that. So let's go ahead and get started and lock in, all right? Let's make it happen. Yo, you, right here in the small box, right here in the small box. Welcome back to Flex My Reactions, only on the Flex My Network. I'm Flex. Welcome back to the channel. You know, if you're up here and the person that you're beefing with is down here, do you think it's wise to come down to their level just to yell in their face? I'm asking for a friend. I'm just saying, cause it looks a little. It just looks like you got a lot of time on your hands, and this is the last point we would ever expect for you to have time. Because weren't you working on an album, bro? This is a very important album for you. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm going to talk about Ebro as well. Because, to be honest, I don't think the world needed to see that text message. That's me personally. Of course, if you don't feel safe, then, yo, by all means, throw it out there, right? But there's slight issues on each side. One side has more than another, but both sides have a little issue. So let's go ahead and get started and lock in. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the reaction. Hit that notification bell so you get notified when I drop my videos or when I'm live like right now. And let's go ahead and lock in, bro. What's good, Judy? I see you. All right, let's get started.
YouTube chicks. Get ready. You know what to do, chicks.
So let's hit Chick Smooth.
Hey, Chick Smooth, appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Oh boy, here we go, you guys. Turns out this Kendrick-Drake beef last year did a lot of damage that we have no clue about. Relationships got ruined, friendships got destroyed, and now it seems like everybody has to pick a side and stay there. What happened to having a good old-fashioned rap battle? Win or lose, everybody shakes hands and moves on with their day. If no,
Because we live in a world where everybody is just overly emotional and like to cry for little things. Point blank, period. Am I sitting here saying that I don't care about your emotions? No. But you got to also understand that being overly emotional, that's actually a very big problem. Because showing your weakness, expressing your weakness, and just like throwing and yelling your one weakness out there, that people can exploit that because you're on the internet. And on the internet, people like to troll. So is it wise to be emotional on the internet? No. But you also got to pick and choose the environments that you want to keep your emotions in, right? A lot of people need to learn that, bruh. On the internet, there's no time for that. All this right here, all that you see, God damn, that hurt. All this that you see here, listen, this is the last place I ever want to put any kind of emotions. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. You're not going to see that. I only keep it in confined spaces. I keep it in groups that I trust, friend groups I trust. And then I make sure to manage said groups because you never know who's going to be like, oh, see, this guy's a real, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be mindful of where you share your emotions. And on the internet, knowing how people are, that's the worst place to share it. That's just me personally. If you disagree, that's perfectly fine. I'm just letting y'all know why I see the internet as a bad place to throw them out there. But let's keep going.
everybody died and everybody still has money. What are we still angry for? All because somebody had opinions about you? Is that it, really? Now, this month is not getting any better for Ebro. The man lost his main job at Hot 97. And yes, I know, people, he still has his Apple Music job. But I would bet you if he had to...
Bro, like, okay. Me personally, I want to make this clear. Me personally, Hot 97 is definitely important. But when I look at Apple Music, it's like, bro, this is Apple Music we're talking about. If I had to choose one or the other, or if one lets me go but I still have the other, Apple Music. I'm sorry. Like, let's be real. Let's be super real. Because you also got to consider the audience where Hot 97 is, and that's New York. With the kind of artists that they be putting onto the stations, I've been hearing some of them lately, and all throughout the year, I'm just like, it's not enough. That's me personally, though. I'm not familiar with the audience and how many people are engaged with Hot 97, but I know for a fact it's been going down. That's just me personally. If I'm wrong, let me know. That's cool. But if we got Apple Music, bro, and you got to keep in mind, Apple Music has more power than Hot 97. I want to make that clear right now. Hot 97 is, I'm not saying Hot 97 is not important. Not saying that at all, but I'm looking at Apple Music right here. This is Apple Music. Everyone's phone, laptop, earphones, like the earplugs, everything, bro. Come on, bro. Come on. And you know, at the same time, and I bet you anything, I can put money on this. If he was to have another episode on Apple Music, which as far as I see it, he's not been fired from there either. But if he had another episode to go on for Apple Music, I bet you anything he's going to try his best to clean it all up. He's going to try his best to kind of wipe that window dry. You know? I bet you anything. Because Apple Music is going to look at his situation and be like, don't bring that here. Don't you dare bring that here. You better end this right now, clean it up immediately so we don't have nothing on our backs like that. That's the last thing we want on our plate right now. We got to make sure that we push the music conversation all across the world so that we can have a substantial audience that's going to stay with us for all throughout this time. Because one artist has this fan base, but this fan base don't run here. So clean it up. I bet you anything. Let's keep going, though.
To pick one gig to keep, hands down, it would be his radio job over at Hot 97. Now, tonight, we get to finding out that Drake is still really pissed off at Ebro. Not just because of his commentary during his battle with Kendrick last year, but also because earlier this year, Ebro called him a sickness to the game.
Is not that important. The reason Drake's in this is because he is a sickness in the game. It could have been any artist. It's what Drake represents. We've been saying this for months.
So obviously hearing this from somebody that you used to be cool with, it kind of stings on a whole different level. Today on their show, Ebro revealed
I've never heard about them being cool, if I'm going to be super real,
that Drake DM'd him on Instagram last night, and it damn sure was not to offer him sympathy after losing his job at Hot 97.
Drake DMs Ebro. Die slower, pussy. We got some shit for you. Ebro replies, relax. You're salty about losing to Kendrick. You're not mad at me. Love, bro.
I just have one question, and that question is, why is it that instead of working on yourself, you want to go around and try to work people? You're trying to go around and bully people into liking you. What happened to being an outstanding artist and putting the most undeniable work into yourself, into your craft, into your raps, into your pop tracks, whatever you want to put out? What happened to putting in work on that? I don't care who you are. I don't care how much stardom you have. You constantly have to reinvent yourself as an artist. It's mandatory. You can't escape that level of climbing. You can't escape that because you have to continue to climb. That's what happens when you're under the deal that you're under. Sorry. Like, you signed a paper on that deal. You getting 360 like damn near 3 times with your money being scraped up by damn near everybody that's on that piece of paper. Why not focus on the album that you're working on instead of wasting time trying to bully everybody. Like, that's the one question I got. UMG took all the ghostwriters? That's crazy. If he wasn't mad at Ebro before, he definitely is after that reply. Oh, without a doubt. They ain't never been cool. That's what I'm saying. But think about it like this. I don't care if they're cool or not. I don't care if you know about this celebrity or not, or you know about this this influencer or personality. I'm not worried about that. What I'm concerned about is the music. Because at the end of the day, as much as I want to join in on the fun conversation, I'm still from the land. I'm still from the land where he at. So I gotta think critically now. I can have fun with y'all and say the album don't exist. There's no album. I can always run around and say that, but I gotta think critically now. This is what I stand on here. I care about the music. That's what I care about. Now, if you want to prove to the world that you're really that guy, that you really are the best, that means you got to put in work. You got to understand why you lost. You got to understand how you lost. You also got to understand every song, feature, etc. that you drop has not been rap related. You got to sit down and be honest with yourself. Even though you are trying to rap and you're trying to throw in some melodies, if you were to just rap or attempt, I promise you, it'll be better than any other track you put out. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that without a doubt. But I'm frustrated. I'm fed up. A lot of people around here are fed up and frustrated and tired. Don't forget that part. Do not forget that part at all. I'm not going to sit here and lie to myself. That's one thing a lot of people like to do around here. They like to lie to themselves. That's why the music is mid around here. That's why the music's not going to fly around here. That's why the music's not going to work around here. That's why nobody's even listening to the music around here. Because everybody like to run around and lie to themselves as if they like this for real. No, it's not true. Sorry. Like, be real. That's the one thing I challenge Torontonians. Be real. If you're not able to do that, please step to the side and move out the way so the real people can run this ish. You know what I'm saying? Wicked world we're in, bro. But nah, this is nonsense. I'm seeing all this. I'm looking at all this. Wasting your time.
No, it's a good response. I honestly, I think it's great. That's a really good response.
He's not mad at me. Why would you be mad at me? Mad at me for what?
No, stop. He's definitely mad at you, and he's been mad at you. Why?
He's 100% mad at you.
Yes.
Why would he send that?
Mad at me for what?
Honestly,
What did I do?
And you surpassed
It's
me.
literally, it's the most loose DM he's ever sent you. That's crazy.
No, that's. And by the way, if I were you, I would do what Drake would do. Sue. Feels like a threat.
What are you appealing for? What are you appealing for? Weren't you just playing the victim a couple months ago? I'm asking for a friend. But weren't you playing a victim a couple months ago? Weren't you saying that man is bullying me in this song? Didn't you try your hardest to dismantle the rules and regulations to a traditional rap battle or a rap beef? Weren't you trying to do that in the lawsuit? And I love the fans because that's one thing when it comes to Aubrey. I'm sick of the fans because they're all blind and deaf. And tone deaf. Here come the fans now. Oh, what are you talking about suing? Oh, why you gotta sue for it? Yeah, why you gotta sue hip hop? The same genre that you're using to be great. Like I said, I'm asking for a friend. That's what you ran around trying to do. You trying to get rid of this song because this song is so hurtful to me. Oh, he's saying such destructive things about me in this. Bro, grow up. Grow up. Make a better song. That's it. That's all music's all about. If you want to beat the person at the top, make a better song. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Don't make me turn into dude. Don't make me turn into dude. That's all you gotta do. Make a better song. If you're unable to do that, you might need to take a break. You had a song with 21 Savage called Mr. Recruit. Brother, I never heard a song so boring. Don't come to me talking about no beat. Don't come here talking to me about no bars. Because I promise you, there was nothing there. Nothing was present. Sorry, I'm being honest. It's like the Kai Snap moment. I can't fake it. Like, come on, bruh. What is we doing? And this is simply just like, I know a lot of people in the chat, they're going to be like, we don't need him no more. We don't need this. We don't need that. I already explained, when it comes to him being from here, he is ingrained into Toronto soil. Okay, he's been around for a plethora of years, over a decade. He's ingrained in Toronto soil. The reality is, maybe in America, y'all don't need him. And I stress on the word maybe. But here in Toronto, in Canada, it's a different story. It's a different story because the reality is a lot of people do need him. Now, do I 1,000% agree with that? No, I'm right. I'm probably around like 70% or something like that. My point is, if you're going to move like this, if you're going to act like this, you also need to understand, go look outside your window and look at how the city's in shambles. Regardless if you like it or not, the fact that you're the number one, that means you're leading. If you don't know how to lead, you need to learn how to lead. Because as far as I see it, leading by example doesn't work. You got to sit down with yourself and understand you need to plan something. Okay? If it starts with the album, run with the album, do what you need to do to be great, and hopefully you can recapture some fans. But you need to understand, bro, you gotta stop what you're doing. Everything that I'm seeing on the internet that I've been reacting to, these are not good examples of an ideal leader, period. It's ridiculous. Oh, shit.
Feels like a threat. Yo, die.
It feels like a threat.
He said die, and then we got some shit for you. I'm going to court like you, Drizzy.
Now, a couple of things about this DM between Ebro and Drake. As you guys can see above, these guys were so cool and friendly with each other that Ebro was actually sending him tips on how Drake can get better rest and take better care of himself. Hey, buddy, learn to sleep each night. Change your life and improve your life.
Tiny.
Trust me, even if you sleep 5 p.m. to 11, 12 a.m., then hit the studio all night, you are in the second, maybe third stage of your run. Health is wealth is the realest shit. These guys were homeboys that cared for each other. Drake was his ace boon goon. He would have slimed anybody for Drake. And now fast forward 5 years later, Drake wants him to die slow. Yikes. Now, something else I noticed is that Drake sent Ebro this message at 3:30 in the morning, you guys. Why is Drake thinking about Ebro in the morning? No pun intended. The only thing that's supposed to be happening at 3 in the morning.
Nah, even better. You talking about friendship. But the last time, dude. Yo, come on, man. What friendship? What friendship? I see it right there. What friendship? I'm asking for a friend. What friendship? That's all I want to know. Because as far as I see it by the date that I'm looking at in front of me, mind you, the last time that you mentioned him was September 9th, 2020. And then you got a message yesterday. And what day is it yesterday? December 15th? It was December 15th yesterday at 3:30 in the morning. That's a 5-year gap. What is this, Avengers Endgame? Toronto needs to cultivate a new leader instead of relying on Drake. The reality is, neighbor, ain't nobody can take that spot. That's the reality here, and I can promise you that. Nobody can take that spot. Point blank, period. You're not desperate enough until you go down the salt route. That's crazy. Chicks trying to secretly imply that they're romantically in love is hilarious. But don't get it twisted. I gotta talk about Ebro too, because what Ebro also needs to understand. Going back to what I was explaining at the beginning of the video, if you're up here, and up here, this is where Drake at. But if you're up here, and the person that you're beefing with is way down here, what you need to understand is that you don't need to engage. You never need to engage. Don't feed into the clout that they're trying to bring for themselves. Do they not understand? A lot of people out here, they speak the way they speak for engagement. And every time I see this happen with Aubrey, bro, you're falling for the trap, and it's bringing engagement into their platform. They're using you, and you don't even realize, to boost themselves. What do you think Ebro's doing on YouTube now? Building again. Be real. But Ebro, you also need to understand, this level of trolling, don't feed the animals. Facts. This level of trolling is some Joe Budden level-ish. All I see is that the man took a page out of the Joe Budden playbook and said, I can play too. Because remember what I said. It's the same thing when I said about him being up here and Joe being down here. It's the same thing. You don't need to engage. Drake don't realize they've been using your back, not like inadvertently, mind you. Not literally like, oh, handshake is a deal. Inadvertently, they're playing off your back. They're using you. They're using your emotions. Remember what I said about emotions. They're using your emotions to climb the ranks. Like, Ebro, we don't need another Joe Budden. We don't need another Joe Budden. We need Ebro. We need Ebro. That's it. We don't need a Joe Budden. Joe Budden messy. Ebro, the way I see it for you right now, it's look like you're going down the messy route. We don't need that right now. You two tied into music. Forget about Joe. Joe is just he's adjacent to the music, but because of his connections and the network that he has, he still gains and learns from what's going on the inside in the industry. So he different. Joe Budden's adjacent to all this. He's just using all the BS to climb. That's it. He's using clout to climb. Using clout to climb. Ooh wee. Ebro, you doing the same thing, bro. Don't do it. Enough of that.
It's either you're getting some sleep or you're getting some cheeks. This is the only sound you're supposed to be hearing at 3:30 in the morning. But Drake is so happy.
Whoa, what was that?
It's either you're getting some sleep or you're getting some cheeks. This is the only sound you're supposed to be hearing at 3:30 in the morning.
That's crazy.
But Drake is so happy seeing Ebro finally taking a loss that he wants to keep letting him feel the pain. Now, Funk Flex, who just took Ebro's job, for now, he jumped in to defend Ebro. And this actually shocked a lot of people because everybody thought that Flex was Drake's mans, myself included. Here's what Flex said to Drake.
I know Drake don't like me, but Drake, listen, we saw that little slick shot you took. See, but I know that wasn't just at Ebro, that was at Hot 97, because we comment on you a lot. And we love you, baby. Matter of fact, no, I don't. Drake should be wondering about Kendrick and his next album. And I say that politely, Drake, because listen, you're a veteran just like all of us. It's not that easy anymore. Now, these young rappers is touching you.
I love that you said that you're a veteran, but it's not that easy no more. If you see from the video that we watched yesterday, from the Revolt little panel that they had yesterday, understand a lot of the OGs, a lot of the legacy acts, a lot of the greats, they still have their boots on the ground. You can't fly around here no more. The industry is looking like a no-fly zone right now. All the people that were flying in the sky are literally in cars driving around, or they're on bicycles biking around, trying to push and sell to the audience. And the audience, the consumer, me and you outside. That's what they're doing now. From the people that they listed. Everybody from Chance the Rapper, the Clips, LL Cool J, even Cardi B. Regardless if she's twerking or not. Even Cardi B. Everybody out there trying to sell something now. They're not sitting down no more. Everybody's trying to be outside, utilizing and taking advantage of the outside. You apply to that too. That's why I applauded what you were doing with the first Iceman episode in the truck, driving around Toronto. But then episode 2 now comes around, and there's about 2 or 3 Pinocchios. Where did Pinocchio come from? That doesn't make sense. That makes 0 sense to me. But here we are, looking at Pinocchio for some reason. That's where you lost me. You had it, and you just gave up on it. And said, oh, nah, I want to diss Kendrick some more. Go ahead. Go ahead, keep crying. Stop. Bro, if everybody else is locked in, what do you think your job is to? Lock in. So I'm saying, this thing's making me frustrated because that's the reason why the city in shambles. All these dudes are running around acting a fool, not even caring about the raps. They barely rapping. They use more auto-tune than anything else, thinking that the song is good when in reality, your song won't even fly 2 times around the world, let alone 1. Ain't nobody listening to that. And some of these rappers around here now, they've been caught for botting. The one thing Drake was suing for, a bunch of rappers around the city are using bots to boost their streams. Y'all are still relying on streams. It's hilarious to me. This is what I'm talking about when I say we need artist programs. We need it here. No ifs, ands, or buts no more. If we have AI as an opponent, everybody needs to understand this now. Everybody. Period. Like, this is crazy. Hearing all this story, this is one great big waste of time. We don't need to be here. We don't need to be here. Don't make me play the song. We don't need to be here. All of this is a waste of time. This is not what we're supposed to be focused on in December. And imagine, and I've already talked about this as well, how artists be using the clout to push the music. I hope that's not what you're doing. Let me just say that. I hope that's not what you're doing. You better not be doing that. Don't use the clout to push your music, because that just shows the music was never good. If the music was really good, then you would put work into the music and create something with some longevity. If you're unable to do that, well.
Kendrick definitely touched you up, or should I say he definitely grinded your gear.
Hey, yo.
Now, you guys may disagree with me, but I'm not mad at Drake. This is exactly what you're supposed to do when your op is down bad. The same way we laugh and love it when 50
Ebro is not an op. He's a radio personality. How are you treating a radio personality, somebody that's literally doing their job, as an op? Chigs, I disagree 1000%. You don't need to engage. That's not what you're supposed to focus on.
Cent goes at his ops anytime they have any kind of downfall on social media. We gotta let Drake get his shit off on Ebro. If you've had nothing but negative things to say about me over the last year, and I had to sit back and take...
Bro, imagine if you kept your mouth shut and then you keep letting Ebro chirp. He's just gonna sit there trying to poke the bear, but by doing that, he's making himself look crazy because he's poking a goddamn bear! Do these dudes not think?
Now that it's your turn, best believe I'm gonna return the favor. However, I do wonder what Drake means when he says, we got some shit for you, Ebro. Yes, that is obviously a threat. Yes, Ebro knows Drake can definitely lose sponsors from this. I'm very interested to know what this means. Are we gonna see Chubbs crash something at one of Ebro's Apple Music events? Do we see Drake try to pull some strings and get Ebro fired at his Apple Music?
See Chubbs really crash on. I love Euphoria.
job? What could Drake possibly be planning for Ebro, so much so that he knows it's going to affect him? If I'm Ebro right now, I'm getting 24/7 security. I'm not taking any chances, especially when Drizzy Drake the Demon is sending threats to you. Right now, the man has nothing to lose and he's on the crash out course. Ebro, please watch your back and Godspeed, brother. You guys get in the comments below. What do you guys make of Drake threatening Ebro at 3:30 in the morning? Why? Like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys later, man.
Yeah, that's a fact, Tiny. Make sure y'all hit that like button for real. Josh sees it. Too many inconsistencies, man. Too many inconsistencies. And I'm gonna call out the inconsistencies. Plain and simple. Now I can either use it as something for entertainment purposes, or I can just stand on my square and just literally tell you why the way you're moving is not smart. That's it. That's all it is. If you're catching feelings off of that, you don't throw your emotions on the internet. It's not going to look good. I promise you that. If you throw your emotions on the internet, it's going to look a little shaky, you know? So, you just got to be smart with it. Now, if you know how to do it, then it's a different story. But based on what I'm witnessing, based on what I'm seeing, you don't know how to do it right. So it is what it is. It is what it is at this point. This whole situation is pointless, waste of time. We're literally halfway through December. Why are we here? That's all I want to know. We're halfway through December. The year's literally almost over. We're about to start 2026. Why are we here? 2026, through my eyes, the next year looks bright. You know what I'm saying? Next year looks bright, looks fruitful, eventful. That's what the next year looks like. And I see other years looking better because we've been going through the bad ish. We've been going through the bad ish. We got to command it now. We got to sit there and say 2026 will be our year. Not my year, not your year, our year. Because we all live on this planet. With all this nonsense I be seeing on the internet, man, this got to go. It's got to go. Drake's next album is Pocahontas. It's crazy. That's so crazy. But yeah. Final thoughts. You got to be aware of what people are trying to use you for. That's my message to Drake. You got to be aware of the people that are trying to use you to climb. Ebro's trying to use you to climb right now. That's why the screenshot exists on the internet. You're trying to use that. The man's off Hot 97. He's trying to build his YouTube page now with Laura and Peter. Okay, there's the trio is still there. In fact, if we go and search up Ebro right now, there we go. This their YouTube page right here. This is what they're building right here. Last time when I subscribed, let me say this right now. Last time when I subscribed, it was only around 5,000 or 6,000 subscribers. They're at 18,000 subscribers off of 6 videos on their YouTube page now. And check this out. Check this out. Their first episode, 70,000 views, and kept it an hour, kept it short, sweet, and interesting. What was the first episode? What was talked about on the first episode? I'll give you a hint. He's right there. They're using your name. They're using your emotions to climb. Use your brain and stop engaging. Because they're making you look dumb. This is only off a day. And people say Ebro is done. As far as I see it, they're good. 70,000 views, that's a lot of money. I'm just saying. If it hits 100,000, buddy, payout. What's the next one? 4 hours ago, already 8K. Yo, you need to learn when people are using your name to climb. And you got to be smart with how you respond. Don't just go out there texting, commenting, and making yourself look emotional. You look overly emotional. Stop. You're not flying high no more. Just because you have that plane don't mean you good. Everybody's walking. Everyone's driving. Man, let me stop. But Flex, how else is he supposed to share his feelings with the world if not online? Stop it. Period. How is Ebro trying to use Drake when Drake is the one DMing him at 3:30 in the morning? Because okay. Remember when I said this media space is nasty? Never forget those words. Media is a jigsaw puzzle. Okay? On the highest level. It's like trying to navigate a maze with no directions, with no compass, nothing, no map. You're stuck in a maze, and this is a giant maze, and you got to navigate yourself. Y'all ever saw Maze Runner? Just take that, make the maze bigger, no map, no tools, nothing. Get out the maze. That's media. You can easily take advantage of somebody at the top by simply portraying them in a certain light that's going to bring in an engagement for you so that you can build your audience. You got to remember, engagement is neutral. Regardless if it's positive or negative, is neutral. But what comes out of it is that you have one side that doesn't mess with it, and you have another side that does mess with it. If you get on their radar, the people that mess with the things that you're saying that goes against this side, they become the audience. This is why we have this here. Media is a whole jigsaw puzzle maze. It is something nobody can truly navigate because it is not easy to navigate. It's like you're in a dirt road that's wet, and you got a Honda Accord. Okay? You got to drive down this dirt road, and it's all wet. It's mud that you got to drive through, and you got a Honda Accord. That's media. People need to learn this ish, bruh. People need to learn this ish. The landscape has changed. You can try and call somebody out, and they can take it and flip it and throw it back at you and be like, what, I was trying to go this way. Why come back to me for? He clearly thinks it's important that we all know that he has mood swings to connect with teens who are that's crazy. And Drake is a part of the nastiness for at least 15. No comment. Yo, that's pretty much what I gotta say for that video, though. Damn, I spent a lot of time on this one. Jesus. You just need a little forward focus, though. Okay, buddy. Me personally, I hate driving through mud. I don't like that ish. All right, there's two ways we can go with this one. We can either listen to the behind the scenes of no. Let's go tap in with HHSB, loving my crew. Because apparently the SZA and Kendrick Lamar GNX tour has grossed an estimated $358 million. And it breaks more records. Huh. Ain't that crazy? So, let's go ahead. Let's lock in. Let's get started. This is probably going to be the last video because I said I wanted to get out of here by 6. And it is 3:30 right now, and this is a 22-minute video. All right, let's make it happen. So, as you can see, we got crew in front of us. That's the guy right there, HHSB, baby. Come on now. So, you saw the title. I already said it. We're going to go ahead and dive in with this moment. He's also going to talk about the 9-year-old girl viral moment when they were singing happy birthday for her. I already watched the video, so I can't really do a reaction since I already saw the video. And trust me, I was sitting there like, oh, so adorable. So when we get to that part, regardless if it's first, last, whatever, I just want to get to him and the tour numbers. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's lock in. Y'all know where you at. You know who you tapped in with. Let's go ahead and get started, bro. Let's go. Yo, you right here. in the small box, right here in the small box. Welcome back to Flex Mob Reactions, only on the Flex Mob Network. I'm Flex. Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, records are broken again. Ain't that crazy? So, we got crew in front of us. We're going to go ahead and dive into this video. This video is going to have 2 parts to it, so let's go ahead and get started and lock in. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the reaction. Hit that notification bell so you get notified when I drop my videos or when I'm live like right now. And let's get started, bro. Loving my crew.
Hey, yeah, what's poppin', gang? Loving my crew. All right, man, we got good news. We got good news, man. This is incredible to see what this tour has done. I know you guys, a lot of you guys, like I said before,
I know,
actually found the channel through me actually doing these kind of tour updates and looking at all of the different states. I think once they got towards the tail end of the tour, and even some of the overseas stuff, like we did definitely cover Australia, but I felt like we were overdoing it with that, bro. Like we were literally covering every day.
That's what I'm saying. As much as I wanted to cover it, I didn't really see a point to cover it because it's as expected. Every tour was sold out. He did what he needed to do. Standing ovation all across the world. I didn't see a big point to me recording reactions to that.
Like every gross sales in every city, so we decided to back off of that a little bit. But being that the GNX tour has officially wrapped and all of the overseas dates are over, we're gonna start seeing a lot more of these numbers come out, and I think we should definitely cover them because we're seeing a lot of other numbers coming out from the other side too. So I think that it's an effort to diminish the value of what is being done, right? Like, and I'm noticing
no matter what number they bring up, you cannot diminish the moments that you have witnessed throughout this GNX tour. Because they're going to try and look, watch this now. This is how backwards the consumer is. The consumer would rather care more about the numbers than the actual visuals that they would see from the tour. Numbers are not for the consumers. We shouldn't even be knowing about how much this tour made. Because a lot of consumers, and I mind you, I'm not talking about us here. Because us here, it's different. I'm talking about the average consumer. The average consumer, they don't know how to like comprehend these kind of numbers. Like, what does it mean? They're gonna add numbers together and try to say, oh, the total of this overall is better than what this did. Don't try to do that. Because if we were to break down those numbers and separate them, we would see that this tour still beats 1, 2, 3, 4 different tours that happened over the years. So why are you trying to do that knowing that you don't have the capacity, you do not have the facilities to have this conversation?
And I've been saying it a lot. You guys will hear me say this a lot. A lot of it sounds WWE-ish. It's almost at this point like there's no mention of one without the other. Everything is pitted against each other. Not one success is just that success. It's
yo, Tiff, I just got a quick question, and don't take it the wrong way. Is your caps lock just like permanently on? Cause I feel like you talking in all capitals right now, and I find it funny. That's all I gotta say. I'm not trying to disrespect. I just find it funny. Like, well, what the hell is that? Like, that just sounds hilarious to me.
It's beating the other person in a sense. So as long as that's happening, I feel like we gotta still kind of like always promote the W's. You know, if it's something that you're interested in hearing and interested in seeing. So if you guys if you guys are here, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you knew, I literally just left the gym.
What's good,
man.
Jay-Tom?
So I saw this and I thought it was a good topic. All right, so touring data just dropped this yesterday. Actually dropped yesterday, a little later in the day. Kendrick Lamar and SZA's Grand National Tour is officially the highest grossing co-headlining tour in history. Hold up. One more time. Kendrick Lamar and SZA's Grand National Tour is officially the highest grossing co-headlining tour in history, with
You think I can't join in too, nigga?
$358.7 million in 39 shows.